Hi everyone, Julia here, recording this on July 9th, 2022, or the year 5916, Annus Mundi. I just wanted to talk a little bit about family and self-esteem, and they are related, but I'm going to talk about the relations and then separately too, but starting with self-esteem, man, so many of us don't feel worthy, and then we live a lifestyle that shows that because that's in our subconscious, even though we might be telling ourselves otherwise. And for me, this was exhibited in decades of drug abuse, always trying to escape myself. Not escape reality, but escape myself. I always thought it was escaping reality, but it was really escaping myself. And you can't ever get away from yourself. You're always there. So I don't know why all these dogs want to walk behind me today. Y'all go. Estrella always walks behind me. This black one. Panting behind me all the time. But yeah, self-esteem. And the only way to improve it is to do your emotional healing work. And Language Lessons of the Heart is a modality that worked for me. You can find Michael Harrell's playlist for Language Lessons of the Heart in my saved playlist. And I highly recommend it because until I did that emotional healing work and changed my frequency, I could not get over the addiction. And took a long time, and I kind of tapered, tried many times, had a lot of extreme results, but I finally did it. And it was because I did my emotional healing work, because you have to go into those subconscious beliefs that you have that make you have that low self-esteem. And a lot of people go around acting real arrogant, and sometimes those people have the lowest self-esteem. So just because somebody acts really confident doesn't mean they really are confident. Is that a good place to sit, Cosmo? And yeah, and people who just seem real sure of themselves, it's usually not the case, especially if they push it so much that it's annoying to others. So, and again, family is often the culprit of causing this low self-esteem. It was the case with me. I had constant verbal abuse from day one, and didn't figure it all out till I was almost 40, and didn't heal till I was in my 50s. So if you're young, do your emotional healing now. Do it before you have kids, so your kids don't have to have unhealed parents raising them. Because if you're healed, you'll know how to best raise your children. And we can stop this whole cycle. But yeah, and that family, they bring us into this realm. They're our portal here. But if they're narcissists or sociopaths or psychopaths, you don't have to tolerate them. Once you're old enough to get away from them, if they're not treating you well, then get away from them. I'm talking about this because recently my housemate's mother showed up unannounced from the UK to Portugal to try to coerce him into doing something she wanted him to do. And he just hid out for 2 days, and she never got to see him. But he was so stressed out, he was having panic attacks because his mother showed up. The person who was the portal bringing him into this reality stresses him out so much he has a panic attack. So, and he knows that's why he's moved to Portugal from UK to get away from her. But man, we have to do that kind of thing. We have to self-preserve so we can, do what we're supposed to be doing here, growing, learning to become love and helping other people, helping other animals, just, assisting and controlling all the entropy. Everything goes to disorder if you don't put a little effort to keep it otherwise. Just think of housework and stuff like that. Little things around the house. If you don't, put a little effort to keep the order in there, then you don't have it, and we have to keep our order in our life in every way so we can help promote just, the kind of surroundings we want to be in, the kind of thought cloud mindset. If you're always thinking about your family and what they have against you or whatever. It was always so stressful for me over the Christmas holidays when I was married, having to go see our two families because they were both so superficial and so judgmental. If you gained 5 pounds, everybody had to know about it and critique it, and it was just so pathetic. And I had such low self-esteem then, and I go back and look at photos, and I was gorgeous, but I didn't think so at all. And yeah, it's just amazing how much your mind and those subconscious beliefs take hold of you, no matter what the exterior is. Those subconscious thoughts just really get in there and they grab you, and they're subconscious. You're not thinking about them. So please do your emotional healing work and get your self-esteem improved, and then your whole life will improve, because then you'll know what you want to manifest, and you'll manifest the proper things for the proper reasons. I used to manifest getting a lot of drugs, but now I just try to manifest a harmonious, peaceful existence and help as many beings as possible when I can. So, yeah, and if you have toxic family members, 86 of them. For real, find your real family, people you resonate with. Right now, my real family is mostly animals, but that's okay. That's another thing. People need to be okay with being by themselves, having some solitude. I will tell you, it gets very addicting. But every time I think through having more people around, I'm like, I kind of like this solitude stuff pretty good. But anyway, it is a good thing. It gives you that time to do introspection. And if you're doing emotional healing work, you do need some solitude. So being alone is a good thing. And, yeah, you do have to face yourself, but it's okay. There's nothing wrong with you. Go correct those judgments, replace them with proper ones. You go and you deprogram yourself and you reprogram yourself. That's what emotional healing work is. And then after that, you won't even believe how good life can be, how much bliss you can have just because you woke up. It's just amazing. So that's it for today. So do your emotional healing work and get rid of toxic people in your life, not just your DNA family, but anyone who's toxic. Whatever it takes, because this existence is too short and too precious to feel tortured the whole time. And I did it for decades, and I'm so glad I'm not doing it anymore. And I hope other people will be able to do it sooner than I did. All right, y'all have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, and thanks for listening. Ciao, ciao.